Over the last 2 weeks, we have brought to you our Volkswagen Polo Cup journey at the legendary Madras Motorsport track in Chennai. In our final part of the series, we get up close with Prithviraj Siddhappa, head of Volkswagen Racing in India. At a very young age, Prithviraj has reached the pinnacle of administration in motorsport in Volkswagen. A former rally driver himself, Prithviraj has been orchestrating the Polo Cup for the last 2 years now. Obviously, the biggest challenge is to keep the championship fresh and not to stagnate. The Polo Cup is the 5-star racing championship amongst amateurs, amongst other racing events in the country. So what does the head of Volkswagen Racing think about his own event?
Prithviraj, the Volkswagen Polo Cup looks like it's a very big success. It's doing very well. What do you think about the Polo Cup? How has it gone?
Well, Polo Cup was started last year, so this is our second year in the Polo Cup running, and the response from the drivers and it's really overwhelming. So we had almost like more than 1,000 or 1,400 entries which came up for this year, and last year also was a great response with the drivers applying for the Polo Cup. And our whole idea of introducing a new grassroots level of motorsport in India, trying to help the young drivers put up their talent and bringing it forward so that we can represent them later and send them across in international circuits is really working out for us. So from the last year's success story, we already have one driver participating in Shiroko Cup. And this year also we look forward to send one of our drivers across for the next year championship across the world. And as a matter of fact, we also sent 2 drivers from India, Avdumbar Hede and Vishnu Prasad, and to the Chinese circuit over there, and did a fantastic performance. This shows that our program, what we are doing over here, tailored to the Indian drivers, is working out, and it's a good success for us.
Prithviraj, what prompted you behind selecting Vishnu Prasad? Yes, he's been doing well, but what prompted you all, specifically I'd ask you, being from Goa, what prompted you all to pick Avdumbar Hede for the China trip?
We have been constantly analyzing the drivers' performance. How the drivers started initially with the first round of Polo Cup, which position they come over here and what position they're going into. And not only just driving skills, we also look into the overall performance, their fitness, health, their punctuality and their driving skills and their all those things. And based on that, we found Avdumbar being one of the proper candidates. It was a tough selection for us, but we had to select 2 of them to go over there. Avdumbar fit the box really good, and we had to take him also along with him.
A word about both our Goan boys, Donovan Vaz and Avdumbar Hede. Did you all expect that they would perform well? Avdumbar more in front than Donovan, but did you all expect them? Did Volkswagen expect that our Goan boys would do well?
Well, the 2 drivers were also new to me over here in this season, and I didn't know what the previous performance with other races are things. And it's really nice to see them perform so good, especially when Avdumbar coming in the top 3 position, and Donovan Vaz is also doing pretty good in the midfield over there, and they showed a tremendous improvement in performance. I'm very happy for that, and I'm very happy for Goa to have their 2 kids over here in racing, and it's a matter of to be proud that there are 2 kids racing in a national racing series championship over here.
What do you make of the Polo Cup in terms of all the national championships? Where do you feel does the Polo Cup stand compared to all of them?
Well, Polo Cup is a grassroots level motorsport what we introduced with saloon car racing right now, and I can say it has set a kind of a benchmark in the Indian motorsport standards over here with manufacturing entering into motorsport, and we rate ourselves in a couple of in the top 3 positions in as Polo Cup as an event itself, as a racing series in India, and we definitely are improving every event, every race over here, and definitely we want to keep up the same standards and go higher and higher in the near future.
We come around here, around the track, and look at the peripheral infrastructure that you guys have erected for the race. It looks like a lot of work that gets put in. What are your budgets like? Because it must be coming up to quite phenomenal rates to do up everything, up to this standard. How do you all manage the wherewithal, and what are your budgets like for every round like this?
Well, talking about motorsport is a very expensive event to say in overall. It not only includes the car, to prepare the cars, the technical team, it also includes event organization, event management, as you can see around the track, branding, the event people running around over here, and it involves a lot of money over here. And of course, every event we spend a lot of money over there, but this is quite well balanced with the sponsor, people who pump in money for such an event. And of course, motorsport always has to have sponsors on with them, and that's where I really also request a lot of sponsors to come and look into our drivers and sponsor them, and also reduce their expenses costs, and so they can have a good opportunity to bring up the talent in the racing field.
Exactly. I mean, speaking about the drivers, their investment into this, we're looking at closely 10 to 11 lakhs that they had to invest coming into this. Um, it has been kept on the lower side if you look at the spectrum of the cars and the work that they have done. But do you feel you could have kept it even lower for them so more guys could get more funds to come into it? It would become easier for them?
In fact, to say the pricing, what we have done was also, there was a lot of calculation behind it, because we could not charge the drivers the same thing internationally is being charged. If you look into a Cup Series internationally, the normal minimum fees amount is around 70 to 80,000 euros. So these are the same kind of cars, same equipment what we get to race. So we are, in fact, to say there have been most of the parts have been imported across from Europe and the US over here. So we are investing more on the car. So we should have been charging more over there. But in order to bring up the talent in the future, no Indian driver would have been able to afford 70,000 euros. So we put it down to a very rock bottom price, which gives a kind of a running cost at least that we can cover for the running of the car on the particular two-day event or one-day event over here. And we are kind of indirectly sponsoring the drivers. So this is not the original cost. It's kind of it's a kind of a token amount, subsidized amount, very subsidized amount what we have done over there. And to compare with other series, what's happening in India, I think we are on the very lower end. We're talking about the drivers just have to fly in, just sit in the car, drive and go back, and rest of the things is taken care from us. And looking all to these benefits what the drivers are getting over there, I can confidently say we are on the very lower end in the grassroots level of motorsport, very lower end what we are charging with respect to entry fees for the drivers. And of course for the drivers it's a big pinch also having 5 to 6 lakhs entry fees over there. But we are trying to attract more sponsors. They can sponsor the drivers over there and recover the cost. As you can see, now most of the drivers, I think I can say almost 75% of the drivers driving in Polo Cup have sponsors on them. And it's a positive sign for us. And this shows that there can be a cost balance, and even the drivers don't get a big pinch.
You being from a rallying background, do you feel sometimes that, oh, this should have been there when I was growing up? These kind of opportunities should have been there around when I was growing up. Then I would have been maybe behind the wheel right now and doing one of these press conferences, maybe at a GP2 or a Formula 1.
Definitely, yes. Definitely, I missed the opportunity like what Volkswagen is providing right now to the young kids over here. And sometimes the question comes to me, why didn't this happen 10 years back? It's a great boon to all the drivers over here. Yeah, of course, if I did have it, I would have had a chance to work more in motorsport division itself or to participate as a driver. Well, I'm sitting on the other side of the table right now, and I feel quite happy with what I'm doing, that I've been able to, or from Volkswagen side, has been able to provide this for the young drivers, and what all I was lacking for me during that time. I can see these young drivers. I see myself in them.
That's good. Speaking about rallying, Volkswagen have a very rich tradition in rallying. The Touareg has done very well for them in the Dakar rally. Any plans of doing anything in rallying in India?
No. Currently, as you know, the WRC has been announced. Polo cars are going to take part in the World Rally Championship in 2013. And for the Indian rally scene, VW is currently not looking into the rallying activity, because for us to start the whole Polo Cup program, to run it and to come to a good state or good level with respect to the quality of the sport, we are focusing on that. We require at least 3 years as a total program, 3 to 4 years. So we don't want to just venture out into another program right now. Our focus is to looking into the young talents, budding young talents in the circuit over here, and bring them across. Definitely in the near future, the program will expand somewhere down the lane, and you'll see us in most of the other activities also.
So no rallying on the anvil for now, at least?
No, there's no such planning of rallying right now in India.
And what are you planning for next year? This year's season is almost coming to an end. So what are you planning for next year? Something new maybe in the rounds that will attract more crowd and more spectators to the stands?
There's a huge new excitement package stored for next year with respect to the car also, or the racing format also, which we're going to announce it during the last championship round in Delhi. And we'll wait and see. It's a good, nice, exciting package for the coming year.
Driver coach Ronnie Weschelberger and co. also put up a stunning stunt show with the Polos. Watch out for the parallel park job by Ronnie, as the German is the same man who you have seen numerous videos of on the internet. Ronnie is the Guinness Book of Records title holder for a world's tightest parallel park job, which he incidentally achieved with a Polo. The distance between his car and the following cars was a staggering 26 centimeters only.